So I hope everyone is aware that today we are going to have a small session of AI. And I think that most of the people are already aware how to use ChatGPT and other stuff. So I just wanted to know how many people are using ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity. You're using and everything. So difference, what is the difference between each and every, when to use ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity? What is the difference? Okay, there is a difference, small difference, but the main difference is with Perplexity because it is the only tool which give you live data. If you ask who is the current president, it will give you live data. Rest of the thing has outdated data. We are turning into outdated data. So this is the only thing. And I also wanted to know, are you using pro version or free version? Free. Okay. So we can use, there is a trade, what we say, not trade, or there is a way out. Every ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity, you can get a pro version also, free of cost. So as we all belongs to India, in India, if you have created a Gmail ID, right, and with that Gmail ID, if you log into ChatGPT, right, you will get ChatGPT Pro version for 1 year, free of charge. Now let's move to Gemini. For Gemini, I recommend everyone should have Pro version because Gemini gives you API keys, which is very to a very good extent, and which we can use to learn AI. So how to get Gemini Pro version? It's very easy. In India, Gemini means Google has made a tie-up with Geo. So any of your relative who are having a Geo prepaid account, whenever they are signing up, there is an app. So they have to mention email ID. So ask them to add your email ID. If they are adding your email ID, then you will automatically get a Pro version. Now, if you are getting a Pro version, you are getting 5 or 6 terabyte of data, storage speed, storage space, free of charge. And mostly the best thing which I love is this note. This is Microsoft this thing, and this is very good because I think anyone knows how to use this. What is it used for? Okay.
Used to read documents and
Correct. So it is like your local LLM, right? Try to understand it. Just understand it's like a local AI. So if you want, we'll do a live session, right? We'll go here. We'll create something, right? Let's start. You can add any resources. You can upload documents, any documents. You can go to YouTube webs. You can download YouTube webs URLs or give a Google Drive, right? And once you have downloaded it, you provided the data. We will do it one thing in a practical. You can ask question and answers to it, and they will provide you a complete data. So now, if there is a YouTube video which is of 10 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, you don't have to sit and watch. You just go like, I will just show you an example, live example. YouTube, take this OpenClaw video, right? I'm just copying this link, put it down. I'll go to this, Control V, insert, and now it is extracting all the details from this YouTube video, right? And it has given me a summary of this. Now I can ask any questions related to this, and I will get the data from this video only. It will not give me data outside of this window. Second thing, you can also summarize this into a flashcard, mind maps, what is given in this, right? Or also it can give you an audio summary of this. Now there is a new feature of video also. It can create a small video to explain you the complete YouTube videos or data which you have given into 5 or 10 minutes subscription timelines. So this way, it is very useful if you have a lot of data, like office data is there, or if students, especially the students which are studying right now, they want to collect, they have a lot of links and a lot of PDFs. So don't do jumble from here to there. And even for us also, if you have a lot of PDF, a lot of documents, put it here, right? It has a free account is also supported here, but it has less, you will get less facilities there. But if you are going to use Gemini Pro version, it will be very much useful for you. So if you want, we can do a trial here. I can just create this, and in 2 or 3 minutes, it will create a complete summary of this video. What is this, this complete YouTube video is explaining, and then then we'll get an idea. We don't have to waste all the time. I can also ask him or chat with the data. What is this? So it will only give me answer on this particular video only. It is a step by step how to integrate Google Workspace with OpenClaw and integrate and everything which has been provided. So meanwhile, it is generating video. We will just move to another thing, right? So we know ChatGPT, right? We are very familiar with it. Gemini, I told it's a general, but if you are having a pro version of Gemini, you'll get a lot of facilities, especially the API keys, which will be useful for you to learn vibe coding, because in vibe coding you require APIs, and this will provide you very high level of APIs. Perplexity, we will just go here and perplexity. It provides you live data. So if you ask anything, and the best thing is that what I like about it, I'll just it has a lot of modules available for it, right? So if you are in a free version, you will not get all this stuff, right? Now I am in a pro version. This is my pro version. Of perplexity. So I will give you one more. And there is one more thing which I want to explain. I'll just wait for the video. It has been generated. Gemini. Yeah, it is also working. Perfect. Let's go to this notes. Okay. Now, when you have a pro version of perplexity, it will also give you additional add-ons of it. So let's take an example of. I think you familiar and using Chrome version, Google Chrome, right? So Perplex, if you have a pro version, it will also give you a browser which is known as Comet browser. And what is the benefit of this Comet browser? It is an AI browser. What is meaning of AI browser? You can ask him to do any activity on behalf of you. So you don't have to do anything. I will give you an example. So once you have the pro version, you will get this, right? And the best thing part is that you have a lot of modules available here. Yes, Sonar, that is a cloud model which you can use. Gemini Pro version, Sonets 4.6 all models. And there is the best thing which I like it is the connectors. And what is connectors? We will think about it. We'll discuss on this part right now. So you can ask anything. It's like a chat. It will give answer. But the additional part about this browser is it can do the task which you want. Like I will give you an example. So you are there in the Amazon, right? Everyone likes to shopping, especially ladies. So there is the concept called assistant here. There is a feature called assistant. Now tell this assistant anything. The only thing is that this assistant is so powerful that it can access this browser and it will do what you want. Like an example, uh, cancel. I will cancel it. Samsung mobile phone, Samsung mobile, uh, which is actually having 4.6 rating, and uh, which is huh? Yeah, you can ask him in, which is under 400 or 300 EUR. So once I put this right, this is just an example. It will ask me, can I access? Now it will take control of my browser and it will search on my behalf, do searching, booking, and everything. And if I give him access to buy, it will also buy for me. So I'm just giving you example about this. This is a simple use case, what you can do. And parallelly, it's not possible, stopping you not to use the browser. In the parallel, you can also start doing your work. So if you have any Excel work, right, you go and open your Excel and you start working on this. You ask this guy to do whatever the task you want to do in the Excel, and it will do on your behalf. So I've used it very well, so I know it. Instead of, these are the few features that we can see. It is searching for us under this. Meantime, we will also, and it's very good that it takes the screenshots. Whatever he's doing, it will take the screenshot and you can see there. It's searching.
No data safety problem?
No, till now we have no. I have not seen any issue related to security from this particular tool. Or in, there is a website called Y Connect, right? This is for usually, and there is a forum there where all the hacking related issues are there. So I have not seen any issues till now, major issues. There might be big, but not the major issue which comes into news or which comes into part that this is happening, because now this type of things are common in AI, because when you are in the AI world, you are not going to do anything. You are just going to give order, because even in the vibe coding, you are not doing anything. You're just telling people, AI, to do stuff for on your behalf. So this is how the world is going to be. It is changing very rapidly. This is a small browser. There are different browser also which can do a lot of stuff, but this is the common case because this is a free version which is available to us. And now they have also moved ahead and they are also giving the feature called AI computer. I think, yeah. So just today, I got a news that it has been free. They are going to get a free, make it free. Perpetually computer will be free for Mac people, Mac users who has a pro version available. And now in future, it can also be free for the Windows people, Windows user. So I am having a pro version. And for this, you require Max version. So
So the example of the Excel file, can you show one example in
yeah.
Excel, anyway, the local document, how it works?
No, you have to open the browser. You have to open the Excel in this.
Okay, Excel in the browser.
Yeah. So
Like, can you Excel in your drive?
yeah, your Google Drive.
Yeah.
So that is what I want to.
So the Google Drive.
Yeah. So now the next thing is that
So it has to
it's,
be
yeah.
uploaded on the
So
cloud before.
no, yeah. So now there is a concept of connectors, and I think everyone should start using connectors, because you are searching social media. Everyone is doing social media. Everyone is doing Gmails and everything. Uh, there is also the concept of what we say. We all always want to do get updated on LinkedIn. So you have to connect all this stuff. And instead of you manually going there and extracting the news, ask AI to do all this stuff for you. And how can we do that? We can you do that with the help of connectors. So I'm already connected with my all. If you see the check marks are there, that means I'll just go to the new session. So I will connect my Google Drive. I will ask manage connections. It is connected. I can also connect to all this stuff, so it's very easy to connect. You just have to. Hope you people are you aware about Notion? Most of the people have you? Yeah, and it's a open source, so we should use this. It's a very good tool. So it's a very. Means I personally use it on a large scale. So let's try to connect it because I don't remember the username and password, but let's try to connect it.
You should ask the AI to find out the username.
No, not.
He was already. He knows it already. Okay, we will remind you.
I hope I remember the password is correct. Sorry, wrong password. Continue. Authentication successful. So I'm connected to my Notion. And here I can ask. So with the help of, it is still searching. Yeah, it is still searching all the data. I will go here.
So we can use perplexity for DOS attacks.
You can do whatever you want. Means.
It looks like because he's keeping Amazon site so busy. So if 10 people ask like this.
So I'm asking him to connect.
I'm out of memory now.
So it will search my Google Drive and it will give me a count. So I don't have to, you and I unfortunately cannot see the Google Drive, so I can give you the exact count, but I can give you a very quick way to get the number of Excel files yourself. So it is asking me to do the work. Wow. Gaddari. So
It's not able to see the drive.
yeah, so I will ask him to use the connector.
You need to give permissions from your Google Drive.
No, it is, no, already permission is given. So, not a skill. Use. Now it is going to my Google Drive, doing all my stuff. So this is done. He has done the search. He has provided me the list of what I can purchase in this, then I have to take. So now I will ask him.
So all the ratings are above
4 point, yeah, and now I have to choose. Even I can ask based on your expertise, please add the best mobile into my card.
So directors don't need a PNO.
Right now, that is the instead of API, you will require MCP.
No, I'm saying the directors of the company, they don't need a personal.
Personal assistant. Okay. No, you don't have to. No, you don't even have to type because there are some tools. Even I can do that. Just a second. So you see it is taking screenshots and everything. So based on that. Meantime, it is working. We'll see what is happening with our, yeah. Okay, this is done. Let's play. What does it says? Is my volume mute?
Didn't start.
Maybe it is downloading it.
But what was it? Went to the
It is already done. I will just refresh. Now it is
Audio
started.
setting the
What do you start new?
Start name.
Let's start.
Okay.
Okay.
Now it's started.
I'm not sure what is happening.
Audio setting the
Okay.
A bad actor would have totally unrestrained access. Your private emails, your financial spreadsheets, everything.
So by acting as your own developer, it basically forces you to make conscious choices.
Exactly.
If you only want the AI to manage your schedule, you just turn on the calendar director window. If you don't want it looking at your contacts, you just leave the people API turned off.
Right.
So the actual tediousness of clicking through all those menus is actually a form of protective friction.
That's a great way to put it. You are literally building a custom restricted bridge. You are defining the exact boundaries of the AI's universe.
Okay, so we've built the drive-through windows for Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Contacts, Docs. The infrastructure is there.
It's also
So this is just an example.
same chat.
Same, yeah. So they have created a summarization. Means, well, in simple, the complete 1 hour video. It's means what is done. It has completed taken the video, and it has made it in a such a way that it is between a conversation between two people.
The same presenter.
Same present.
As in the
No. This is completely. This is being created by AI. The man is AI, the woman is AI, and it is completely online. Means you are not doing anything. So now it's very good to understand the documents and everything. So now usually what I do, whenever there is a document, like big documents or website documents, I just collect them, put it here, and put it on this part, and start listening to them. So I get a summary of this. So this is the best way. If you there are lot of documents are there, you want to understand anything, especially for a new technology, this is the best way. Even it is very useful for how can we use it. So let's take an example. I'm getting an error in Node.js, right? And there are a lot of documents available. So either you can go to ChatGPT or something like that, or you can go to Node LLM. So I go here, I put the website links here. It will collect all the documents, right? And then I start putting my error. And based on that, it will give me some idea. And then I will collect it and go to any chat GPT or everything. Based on this, I will get the right output. So my troubleshooting time, now the intelligence is how fast you can resolve your problem. Because they have given you the access. Now, how can you resolve the problem in this limited period of time? So this is what the AI feature is. This is what I have seen till now.
One use case is you can sometimes you get some documents for requirement, and then you have some meetings also. In the meetings, they will explain it, and you record the meetings.
So
you upload the meetings and the documents, everything.
Yeah.
And,
You can translate, I guess, also.
yeah. That is what we are doing now. So now user he has selected one mobile for me, and he is asking me that please click on to add to cart. So now even that part is done. So this is all still going on. So meantime, I think, yeah. So I hope, is it understood? It's interesting, or we have to go in deep, more deep? It has been useful for someone?
It's very useful. So you, the conclusion here is like it's perplexity or Gemini is far better than ChatGPT.
Yeah, that is what I want to say. But to the just think in the way, it's not. I could not say that it is a better. But when you ask a question to perplexity or any Google or anything, they will not give you a right answer which please your mind or subconscious mind. But the cleverness or smartness of ChatGPT is that the answer given by ChatGPT is such a pleasant answer that you get convinced with him. So they are using their what we said in neuroscience, that is a concept. In no, that is different. It get confused. That is hallucination. That is
Can happen with any AI model.
yeah, but that will happen when the context window is very high. When you are increasing the context window, that time the hallucination starts. So I will also come into that part also. I think people are aware what is hallucination or what is the context window, but still just want to give you an overview of that part. But till now, hope everyone is with me and everyone is able to understand.
This account we get free from Proximus subscription.
Yeah, so pro version, if you have a Proximus subscription, you will get free, and if you have Airtel subscription in India, you will get free. Huh, it is there. And now the Proximus has given one more free thing, which we were discussing. If you are using Proximus, they will also give you one photo frame. They will print a photo, send it to you for free of charge. So this new scheme is going on in the Proximus right now.
Is the phone subscription or internet subscription?
Any subscription.
Any subscription. If you are using Proximus anywhere, it's a gift. There is a gift thing. You go there. There is a photo available. Just select. I have not used it. One of my colleagues is using it, so that is the reason I know.
Photo is there for some time, it is like for at least 2-3 years.
Okay, I have never revealed it.
Subsequently, they have added recently just for 1 year.
Okay, I have no. Perplexity. The only use case for me was when this thing was launched, and I was following the news. At that time, I came to know that Perplexity Airtel in India was giving and Perplexity Proximus was giving. So that was a plus point for me. So these are the things. So now let's move to next chapter. Miss
This
any?
Comet browser is part of Perplexity or
It's a actually Perplexity is an AI, right? And they have created a browser called Comet. So it is their product, and it was in competition of Google. So it was launched in the competition of Google because he wants to take the market. And based on that, now if you see, most of the people are using Perplexity Perplexity only for Comet browser. And because this tool is the best tool till now, that is what they are saying.
When we use Google, automatically Gemini comes, right? When you search something, nowadays it's integrated and automatically the responses in AI mode, right?
Yeah.
There is an AI mode.
Yeah, correct. So everyone is giving AI because this is the boom, this is the new thing. So that's the reason.
I was listening to one of the interviews of this guy, Perplexity's
MD.
MD.
Yes,
It was in
CEO.
Tamil. So he gives an interview to one of the Tamil interviewers. I don't remember his name, but he said, Gopinath. What he was saying is he is not planning to overtake the market share of Google, but what Google does is their pricing model involves that they get a cut from what they advertise. So for example, if you're booking a ticket, they will show that airlines first for which they will get the maximum cut. So Perplexity says that, okay, we will try to not do that, and we will give the honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And with that honest opinion, for that honest opinion, people will take our subscription. So that's what his marketing strategy, he said, was.
How
subscription for the browser.
Till now, whatever you showed, I see you have given Google Drive access.
You have to do, yeah, that is what you have to do now. Even if you're not.
कंपनी एनवायरनमेंट में ठीक है यूज करना है हमको प्राइवेट में ये
See, this is not allowed in company.
Because of restrictions,
This is only for your personal use,
personal use and
for study. Because in corporate world, this type of things are not yet allowed.
They have their own model sometimes. If a company is using AI, then
Even
they
using
use
company's data
restricted.
also.
No, it is not allowed because in my company they have given me each and every module, but it is hosted locally, right? So they have given.
Even
I think
sometimes you should
every
not use
company is-
translator also.
Every company is coming up with their own GPT tools or solutions, right? At the back end, okay, they use a cloud or whatever LLMs.
Actually,
So-
they are using the same concept. They are using the large language model concept, but the trained data is on the
Theirs.
So that is
I
their
think
policy.
there, I think it's safe to use those tools for company or project related
Yeah.
things.
But there is a loophole also. Like I will give you one example of my company. We have given company has given us the uh, enterprise edition of Cloud, right? And it is a pyramid structure. If you go, I will show you in the deep, but because the conversation is related to it, so the access level of any product is on the pyramid structure. That the first thing, the policy of the corporate will be implemented in the hierarchy structure. Then there will be a personal policies of your domain. Then there will be personal policies of you. So what they have restricted, they have restricted the internet access to Perpex Cloud to go and do web search, right? So this was done, and I was in one of the thing where it was not possible. I wanted to search the web browsing part, and they were not giving us. It was blocked. So there are two things which I thought of because I was reading the documentation. One thing, there is a playwright. Have you heard about playwright? Python playwright? Yeah. So in that there is a concept of web scraping, right? So playwright is a module which you can download, right? So because it's coding, no one is going to restrict you. You download it, and then you can tell with the playwright, go and search this thing, and it will do a web scraping and do it. The second thing, now in the market, because I have been using the open tools, lot of agentic AIs, I will say, like Open Cloud, right? And there is a Hermes also, which came recently. We are doing some testing with one of my friends of India. So in that, if you are using that tools, they are completely, they are called agentless or stateless tools. Means you just give them what you want, and they have to do the task by themselves. Now, because the of AI world, the complete technology is changing. Now, because of AI, there is a skill or there is a tool. I will show you all this stuff which will browse on your behalf. So there is a AI browser, right, which is called Tally, which will browse with the help of AI, do a browsing. There is AI agent, AI browser agent, which will tap each and everything like this, what I am doing, if there is a require. So this type of tools have developed. There is also an AI agent email. So they will collect your email and they will send the emails. So the world has changed very, very drastically. If you see, we will cover all these points when we are going in the deep inside each and every point. So now there is no human interaction. Just you say what you want and give the right tool access to them, and they will complete the task. That is the main concept of AI. And we can see in later on when we are doing the vibe coding part, we will use one tools, and then we'll come to know how they are getting interacted with each other and how can they will be useful to us. So I think I have covered few topics, right? This was this, right? Now what was in my agenda? Yeah. Ah, this is simple, right? So when we say AI, right, there are different terminologies which are coming into picture. Machine learning, deep learning, generative AI. So we don't have to go into deep. I've just taken out one of this screenshot and you can understand what is this. What is AI? AI is the big, AI, according to me, AI is a terminology. You can assume, give whatever name things, but according to me, AI is a terminology and it has multiple components like machine learning, deep learning. They are the components of AI. So machine learning, what is it? It's a subset of AI, allows system to automatically learn and improve from the experience without being explicit programmed. This is machine learning. If you ask, this is a simple statement, and I think this is the most simple statement which I could find on internet. And deep learning is nothing, but it's a subset of machine learning, right? So we don't have to go into detail, but we have to understand what is this, because now we are moving to next thing, and that is, yeah, so this is the thing. So if you know this thing, these two concepts, then you will be able to understand where we are. We are in the generative era, and this is the place where we are stuck right now. So we are here. Generative AI. What is a generative AI? Generative AI is mixture of all these things. What is NLP? NLP is nothing method of analyze, understand, and generate human language. So whenever the machine gives you the output, because of this NLP, you are getting the answer which you can read and understand. This was one of the biggest achievement when they were doing the research for machine learning, and after that, all this concept came into picture. So this is the one of the things which, and now what we are doing to learn, we are going to learn this LLM. Till now, we are running only generative AI, means chat GPT, right? Perplexity, and or whatever the tools which we have, Gemini, this comes into generative AI. In technical terms, text to text. I am sending a text, they are replying back to me in text. But now the technology, the world is moving from generative AI to agentic AI. What is agentic AI? I am saying something to AI, and he is performing end-to-end workflow for me. And I have to decide where the human loop has to come into picture. Zero human intervention is also possible, but there has to be some way that human intervention should be possible, required, like do a payment. At that time, in the workflow, you will come and involve yourself that, okay, I will approve these, and you can do the payment. Rest everything is to be done by LLM or agentic AI. So that is the concept of agentic AI, and that is what we have to learn, and we have to move ahead.
What is FMS?
FMS is the new terminology which is coming. It is also called GLM now. Yeah, I am getting some emails in Mumbai. There is some community getting formed. A lot of webinars are getting. Even I have never attended it. It's a part of that. It is beyond agentic AI, and still it is 2 or 3 years ahead of things, and that will change the space of the AI very in a different level. That even people are just describing that will everyone will be jobless, but everyone will be getting paid. This type of scenario is coming. So how is it possible? How the economy is working? That type of things are going. Discussion is going on the.
It's called the SOMAS.
I don't know what is it called. How the economy will run. I don't know.
You can pay taxes and tax money is given to them.
So
Yeah, the C in iPhone, does it come in agentic AI? Like because you ask something, it gives you a reply.
it is generative AI.
It is generative.
Generative AI, just in simple concept, when you ask any question, you are getting an answer, right? It is generative AI. When you ask him to do something and it is doing your work end to end, it is agentic AI in simple language. I have RPA.
RPA is more like automation.
RPA is more like automation, robotic process.
Repeated.
Yeah. Agentic AI is like an advanced version of that which thinks and it can course correct if there's a mistake.
It is self-learner
RPA
structure, but LLM is the self-learning process. It will evolve from its mistakes. If you chat, if you're doing a coding, vibe coding, and if you say something to do it, you will see that sometimes if you read the messages, it will do some mistake, then oh no, it is not working like that. Let me do like that. That is the advanced feature of what we say. I think that is what I can understand. This is the advanced feature of LLM. I think you understood very well on that part, because I have never got chance to move into robotic or think about robotics parts. So automation, definitely we were doing from scripting and everything.
It's kind of an evolution from the.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, self-learning, we can say the best word.
DL?
Deep learning.
Deep learning. ML is machine learning.
Machine
Deep learning.
What does FL stand for?
Foundation
model. Foundation model.
So Basic concept clear? Any queries till now what we have had a conversation?
For machine learning for the ladies, simple language.
You don't have
Like
any.
you have data, and you train something.
Yeah, definitely.
Machine learning is like you you train
You
a
give,
machine.
you give a data, like a lot of data.
It needs a lot of data to learn a machine, and then it will decide the next step.
It gets trained and then you ask.
See, simple thing is what is ML? What is AI doing? It is just predicting the next word based on data. When you say I love to eat fruit, then it has number of options. Apple, banana. So based on your past experience, he will predict the next word. That is AI. Nothing. AI is just predicting what you can do based on your past data. Right? That is the AI. Simple definition of this is because he has a lot of data, he can understand what you are thinking, what you're going to think, or what your nature is. So based on your past data, it is predicting. And based on the prediction only, there are weightage. There are, when you do go into deep AI or machine learning or all this stuff, there are concept of weightage and everything. Temperature, you will see something whenever you're working with this temperature from 0 to 1, there is some temperature settings you have to do. So preciousness, precise you what you want. So that type of information you will get. But as a white coder, I just don't have to do into go details. My concept is that I will ask machine to do this work and he has to do. So what things I have to learn, that is what I have to, that is what our focus has to be. But this terminology you have to understand because you will learn, you will able to, why you want to this is because now you are also going to purchase LLM models, right? Because you are going to spend money. So you have to understand what is the mentality or what is the process, what LLM I have to purchase. So based on that, we are just covering these things.
So there are a lot of models available in the market. So how we will come to know like which is the best model?
Correct, that I'm coming into that part only. So, yeah. Okay, what is this now? So this is a, sorry, I will just make it small. So this is small definition, which I was able to find on internet. You can read it. So think as a brain. What is LLM? It thinks as a brain. Complex pattern recognition. It recognize the complex reasoning and understanding the context, whatever the context we provide. And now literally thinks but simulate a logic process, central process unit of the system. Train on the data, predict the next word with what we have just taught. Now, before moving on, how many of you know what is the context window? Because everyone is using ChatGPT, right? Prompt. No, what is context window?
Context is like session.
Yeah, but are you aware about context window? Anyone? Vajita, yeah?
The limit to which can follow your.
Okay, perfect. So what I will, before we move ahead that, because the context window is the part which we have to continue, because it is in vibe coding also, you have to understand what is the context window. So I will just open the chat GPT and go here, chat GPT. I will not say how to create these projects and these agents. You can enroll yourself to some courses and you will be able to use this thing. So let's do code for this thing, right? So whenever you're chatting with any LLM, right? This is LLM according to me, or this is a chat window. When you're chatting with ChatGPT also, there is a context window. Context window in simple language is a memory for every chat session it has, right? And because LLM has to do a lot of processing, right? And everything is in the concept of tokens, because we will also come into the next session what is tokens. So whenever you are writing any word, it's not a word, it's a token. So every conversation LLM has to understand in the word of tokenization. So it has very limited memory. So whenever you ask one question to him, these sessions, all the sessions which are there, it is stateless. Stateless in the sense, if you are asking one question, LLM is there, you have asked her one question, what is your name? I will just give you an example. We'll put it like this. We'll explain it here. Okay, this will be good. Set hi to ChatGPT. Hi. It will give me hi, right? Next time I say, what's your name? So when I say what's your name, the complete conversation, it will not only go this, complete this, what is your name, and this, it will go to ChatGPT, right? So ChatGPT will read this. First was hi, and then it was what is your name. Then he will reply, my name is XYZ, right? Then you say the next question. What is today's date? Then it will reply XYZ. But before it goes, it will always take all these things with him. So whenever you are doing question and answering, the context window, the AI, because ChatGPT will have to read all this context from one, hi, what is your name, then this, then only he will understand. And based on that, he will give you reply. So that is the reason the context is filling. So his memory is filling very fast. So you have to understand what words you have to write, right? Don't see please, thank you. This is not, because that is a machine. So that doesn't work well on that part, and you're increasing your token size, which will save see an example. So avoid this type of words when you're chatting, and make your chat window very small. So once your chat window is done, right, it's complete, you have made some concept here, you have done. So you can just ask them, no, no, give me a summary of our conversation, right? That's it. Stop sharing. Okay. Please give me summary of your conversation. Please give me summary of your conversation.
Just tell him to please.
Oh yeah, that habit is there. So it will give me a conversation summary. I will just copy this, right, and will start my new chat. So this is.
So how can you forget this one if you
Yeah.
want to start a new one?
So that is the reason you are copying this. You are starting a new chat now. New context. This memory is gone now.
But
So
if we are working in any project and we have given some input which we require later, then in that case,
so that is the reason. The context window is, that is the reason we are using this GPT's
like
type.
I'm using one Windows since last 1 month and it's working fine.
But are you using ChatGPT?
I'm using Cloud.
Claude has, see, that is a which version, because now the context window of the version is increased. It is 1 million token size. So now it can remember a size of a book. So why we were talking about context window? Because when we are going to purchase any model, you have to understand what is the context size of that particular model also. So we are going step by step. You went into directly vibe coding part, but we are still in the Windows part. So ChatGPT, text to text conversion. We are going to go into, that is section which you asked is the model part. So we'll go into next step. That time we can think about that part. We can discuss on that part.
More important, like the number of prompts or the size of the prompt for the tokens.
Yeah, we will think in that. I've taken a concept there. I've already documented that part also. When you're purchasing, what point you have to remember, because whatever smart way you play, company is always going to win. It's like a gambling. In gambling, you win or you lose. The gambling company is always in profit. Same thing is the AI companies. Whatever smartness you play, they will always be in profit. So this is what I have experienced. But you have to try to take the right value for money, buy a value for money product. So that is what we have to understand. You cannot win, that is for sure. But try to get the right value for money product. So that we'll learn in the next session, next part. Any queries till now what we have done?
Is it possible to check the context size, like what we have used so far?
In the text to text generative AI, not possible because they don't provide. But in when you are going vibe coding, every tool is going to provide you what is your context window. It is getting full or not or everything. If you want, I can give you a small session here, example here also. Right now, but we will cover it. But it will be.
But in Copilot, it keep history of all your this context windows.
It will show you the percentage.
No, on the left, if you see your previous.
Yeah, that is the chats. That is the chat. Context is different. That is the history. What you have like this.
Each chat you can take as one context.
One window.
But it stays there like as a history.
Yeah. That is history. That it can keep. It is archive
file has number of files. They save that complete conversation in one file, and that is the chat which you see.
Like one chat context does not know anything about the other chat context.
But it's not shared like outside.
No, it is not shared. It is your private namespace.
I mean, between the two chats, it does not share the context.
No.
So the context stays within the chat.
We will come into picture how it works. Every session is a different. See.
I used to tell it chat becomes reboot. It becomes slow because of. And I used to go to new chat. Tell it, keep the chat, keep it in mind. Our conversation in the previous chat.
So I think. Have you understood?
Relevance of context window is basically to avoid hallucination, right?
Simple thing. Simple. If you want a very good, you want exact answer, a good answer, keep your chat window small. When you're using generative AI. Small and context is everywhere, right? But you cannot control context because you are human. You'll always use a human language. You will never able. But there are some smart ways that people are created a prompt creator tools like, and they are free on the internet. So I can give you an example. I'm using. Okay. Right. So this is AI Fiesta model which I have purchased. So it has all the models which are available and all the chat GPT models. It is Dhruv Rathi, people know, right? Yeah. It is his model startup. So I've already purchased it and I liked it very much. So let's give an example.
Election results.
It will not give me the live data. That is the issue. But the features which why I love it, because it provides in one window, it can give me, I can go do unlimited set of pictures. We can create pictures and all the models are there. So for idea conversation, when I'm doing any projects, I discuss this. I take a lot of what I will do. I will just go and I will multiple chat and give me any problem statement. Just tell me any problem which you face right now.
How can we get 1 million by next Saturday?
How many?
How to get 1 million euros?
Yeah.
By next Saturday.
We can ask nothing. How can we get 1 million euros in Belgium by next Saturday? Using in a legal and halal way, using AI, right? Because we are in Belgium.
Will it understand halal?
Yeah, it will. Yeah. So I have selected all the models, right? And now this is the thing, enhanced prompt. He has created very good, and we can also create it. But I just wanted to show you. So to do. So now whatever we have done, it has put it into a machine level language, which machine will understand very well. Provide me a comprehensive and actionable plan to legally and religiously permissible halal method to acquire 1 billion euro in Belgium by next Saturday, right? By next by next 5 years here. Yes, using
It can even scold you.
Yeah. Let's see. We don't know what is it, right? Plan should be considered specific legal framework So now let's see what is go, and we have 7 to 8 models. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Yeah, we can compare different. This is why I use it, because when I want to get a new idea, I just try this, and there is one more concept. I can get a consolidated idea. We will show you what is this.
You're acting as a promoter for the
No, I am telling what is good. So नहीं अभी तक तो नहीं है.
What he has given the answer. He has given the answer. Go to Iran, put a toll, state of purpose of collect the money. You'll get fined.
Let's see. We have got a lot of models has given me answer. Only ChatGPT is thinking. So see how many models are there. There is ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, Perplexity, Cloud, Grok, Seeds, Kimi2, Consider, Twinkflash. So we are still waiting for ChatGPT. Once we get the answer, then we can discuss.
You can put this in notebook or lamp, so we get a short.
Yeah, I am going to do that also. We are just going to play. There is one here. Yeah, so it will. Yeah. Are you able to see the screen? Huh?
Yeah.
I hope you people are not getting bored, huh? If you're getting bored, we can just make more things. Okay.
Topic of money comes, everyone is like,
Okay.
everyone is waiting for the answer.
We'll say wait for the next prayer and then go on.
We can go back.
Consensus as well, huh?
Yeah, so
We'll be discussing with each other.
no, it will give me a complete data, which model is saying what.
But this consensus will be based on which model?
Every model, it will provide me. Once it get the results, you will get, and that's. You have to be a little bit patient, or sometimes it get hanged. That is also I have seen. So see, this is also developing a business plan. I'm not sure what is training. So
You can pick one of them, just see if there is any idea.
yeah, we'll see Gemini, right? If I want to just read Gemini, I'll just go here. What it says. Please outline core principle. Halal income. All income source must be driven from the permissible activity according core principles. Phase 1. Build foundation knowledge. Identify AI-driven halal business opportunities, and develop necessary skills, which we are already doing. No, we have taken 5 years. ठीक है ना? So we want to take pause or what? Everyone is want to take some pause. Oh, things are working.
You can disable as well. Maybe we can disable ChatGPT is taking.
What kind
Okay.
of forms we can ask? Anything professional to personal?
Anything. See, if you want to make yourself very secure, right? If there are personal health issues or health type of things, I would personally go with Olama. Right? Olama. I will come to that part also. There are some models now. Let's talk about security, right? These are all the models are hosted somewhere, and they are taking the data and they are training. They say that we are not doing, they are doing. So whatever you are doing, it is getting monitored. So even if see, this is simple. Once you are taking it, it has been used, and that is the risk for many people. They don't want that things to come up. So for them, there is a concept of Ulama. So now you can have a model, AI model on your local machine, and there you can connect with him and ask questions. and it will give you answer, and it will be in your laptop itself. It will not go outside the laptop. So we will cover that part also. So you want me to cover that right now, or
With your plan.
there is? Sorry. Okay.
And is it okay to do all this on your office computer, or is it you think it's
I will always avoid office work with my personal work.
No, office computer, laptop.
No, I will never.
No.
Never do that.
Do it on your personal laptop.
Do always do. See, 8 hours is you have given to your business or company is more than sufficient. After that, do whatever you want. You are doing. Do it on your local machine.
Is it a risk also, like you are scanning a lot of?
They will do. They will do. Definitely, they will do.
It's not allowed.
But it is not. See, unless and until.
Like co-pilot is allowed for us.
And you see, it will come into pictures. See, there are red flags. There are some policies. If what I know, because we have been from Active Directory, I have worked in the infrastructure end, so we know how the infrastructure part works. So what we do, we write for some rules and regulations, and based on that, we get reports. Now the reports are very good, right? Previously, the reports were not good. So now, with the help of AI, I can also tell them that how many people have done that level of, because now the concept of RAG came into picture, and it is very good and fast. So based on that, they can generate report what data they are using. My people are asking questions and all. It might be, it might not be, because you are using company laptop, so they have full rights to know how you are using it. So end of the day, I would personally avoid my company premises to be used for my personal use. I personally make a
Sometimes like we have pro version of Copilot.
Yeah, everyone have. Even we have co version, enterprise version of Colab.
Should not explore it.
Never. I will try not to, because there are very cheap models which you can use in 5 or 10 euros also, and they are very good. We are better than Copilot. So,
Live is start only.
yeah, team on. Yeah. So we got the answer from AI, right? There are almost 5 or 6 AIs that have worked for us. Now let's see.
So everyone will be a millionaire by next Saturday.
No, next 5 years. Yeah.
So what is the consensus?
Yeah, just we will start reading, right? Okay. We'll do that also. First, let's read. User prompt. We have done this prompt, right? And I find comprehensive agreement across all the models on the fundamental structure and core recommendation. Business, entire and legal foundation. Establish a Belgium limited liability company, right? What is this? Iqbal Bhai will.
It's a company. Yeah,
okay. Registered with and avoid interest-based debit financing. So they are also giving halal financing mechanism. Use equity-based funding, which is called and government grant this and review-based financing. Strict avoiding interest, right? This is done. Now they are going to and this is the answer from all the AIs, right? AI-driven revenue streaming, launch scalable AI power business such as SaaS platform, which I was thinking from a very long time. Means SaaS platform is very good business, and a lot of things can be done with SaaS. And for comparability of supply chain, AI consume SME, halal certified e-commerce, fitness solution, context creation automation, analyze service, all leveraging AI to increase efficiency and margin. 5 years revenue. All models project phase goes 1 year 50K, 150K revenue. Second year this, third year this, 4 year you will become millionaire.
It is like politician.
Huh?
Making a lot of promises.
No, it is giving you ideas. Now let's go. What does ChatGPT has completely different view, right? Differences. ChatGPT has this difference. The depth of Belgium tax optimization, provide exceptional detail coverage of Belgium specific incentive, R&D, payroll. I think there are
just on
Yeah.
innovation.
Yeah.
IP for innovation.
Yeah.
But that's already taken
That
out now.
okay. Taken away. Okay. Then compliance, artificial templates, explicitly required documentation, shareholder agreement, and sector specific virtualization focusing logic posts. Gemini has provided something. AI business idea, multiple halal, fintech, e-commerce and food tech, conservative financial projects.
So what we can do is put this in the chat,
Chat and that is what.
people can refer back
Huh.
later on.
So
And after 5 years, we will come for collection of zakat money.
inshallah. So let's move to next part.
This also highlights, right, like AI is more of an S man. It
Yeah.
never tells it's not possible.
Yeah, definitely.
You should always probe,
Yeah, yeah.
and get to the right answer.
Because if when you're
It's always, it's a people pleaser.
Okay.
It give you the right answer. It makes you feel that whatever it is telling is believable.
Why it is? Because I will tell you the answer. That is
I
a
was
good
just saying
question.
because it should be made clear to the audience that this is the biggest factor that AI gives you within.
Yeah. Why it is there? Because you should understand because of this deep learning. There is also there is a concept of in deep learning there is neuroscience where you have to create human like thinking, not thinking. We have brains and cells and emotions and everything. That type of algorithm we have to add it. Because of that, it is giving that type of answers. And that answer has been explained to us with the help of NLP. So that is the flavor. Otherwise, if you it is see honesty is not if you are always honest, you will not be able to sell.
If people doesn't
So-
speak according to your taste, then people will know that.
So it's people pleasing. So because why it is people pleasing? Because of NLP and deep learning, they have purposely made something there. So the answer will never be in a complete negative. But you will get a completely negative answer when you are using uncensored LLM. Have you heard about uncensored LLMs? Okay, we'll go into that part also. In that, when there is a concept of uncensored LLM, even if you say bad words, he will reply in the bad words. No. That is this is not public, but you can download it in your local machines. So people use this because if they want to do, and this type of LLMs are always available for public also for testing purposes. We'll think about it. We'll come to that part. So let's go to picture. Okay, we have done this. LLM learning is this. Now, whatever we were thinking about, we are coming in. Now, containerization. This is the concept. Now, whenever you're thinking about models, AI models like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and any models which you are using, that is generative AI models, right? They are trained on large number of data. They are trained on the data which is 13 billion, 102 millions that we cannot even store in our home, right? So they have big warehouses, and based on their warehouse, the data is saved, and based on that, the machine learning is done. Now, for that, because of this, a common people like you and me cannot create his own modules, right? And cannot train the old modules by ourselves. So for that purpose, there is a concept called this containerization, which is containerization model. Concept is coming, where we will get the same effect, the same algorithms, but based on the lower level of data, we can get the idea. We can get the modules of that part. So this module was, if you see, recently have you heard about Gemini 4? Gamma, right? So gamma as will go here. Gamma, Gemini, GAMMA, gamma 4, right? Right. So Google has created a new AI model, and they say that this model can even run on your machine, mobile phone. And this is the buzz. Right? This is the buzz in the market.
So I think recently there was something they are downloading 4 GB models on everybody who is using Chrome.
Correct. So this model, the answer is to you. Can I download LLM on your my local machine and it can be private? Yes. If this type of models are there, you can download it on your local machine and you can work with them.
And the other advantage of this model is it doesn't have any internet.
Any internet. So we'll do a practical session right now. I already have LLM installed, right? This one model installed, but let's go with this first, right?
But if you disconnect internet, people will not be able to see.
No, we are not going to disconnect it. We are just going to show how this local LLM we can install on VR. So there are different models, and see they have created such a good model. We have to understand how this works, right? So they have created small model, right? And the learning capacity is this billion thinking. We will learn this thing. What is B? What is thinking models and everything in the next sense. And that is where we have to understand what the models are. So whenever you are searching a model, you will know which model you have to purchase. So this type of knowledge you also have to know. So now the name is given that Gamma 4. That is the name of that product. Then you will see. Hope your people are able to see. 31B, right? 31B is the 31 billion parameter. That means this model has been trained on 31 billion parameters. This lot of data is there. This number of data was there on which this model has been trained. And this is a thinking model. Always remember there is a different type of model. One is text to text. If you give him text, it will reply back to you. Thinking model is if you ask him some question, he will think this is right or this is wrong. Then there is image model, text to image to image. There are different types of models, and that we have already seen in our this case. Yeah, la. So there are different types of models like image extractions, text, voice, right? Images, structure. So there are different types of LLMs, and we have to understand how these LLMs are, what type of these LLMs are. But first we'll check Gamma, right? Because last time before the break you told me that how can we have one LLM where we want to use it for our personal use. We don't want to give any money to that. So to be honest, for that you will have to have a very good configuration on your laptop or machine. Laptop is not possible. Always go for desktop, or what we say now in India, people are purchasing GPUs related laptops, high-end GPUs, which cost 5 lakhs, 2 lakhs, something like that, and they are using that all your models because because that type of models, that type of hardware can manage or run this type of models on that bus. We have a very little. I have only 16 GB RAMs in my machine, 4 GB of virtual memory, that is GPU, right? There is a great difference. You have to understand there is a great difference between CPU and GPUs. All our laptops are having CPUs. CPUs means it will have, if you have one query to one CPU, it will complete that query and give you the answer. Then it will take a next query. This is the architecture of CPU. And you must have seen is 4-core CPU, 8-core CPU. That means that CPU can take 4 queries at a time, right? And resolve them and give the answer. So most of the laptops are 4K, 8K CPUs. But for LLM, you needed GPUs. So in GPUs, what is the difference between GPU? In GPU cards is that they can take hundred or thousands of requests at one time based on your GPU's capacity, and they can process and give you the answer. And that's the way the LLM runs fast, and we get the right response very fast. So you should have GPUs on your machine, right? Whenever you want to use a good model. So I don't know investing for a good model. If you want to invest, it's your money, but it's very tough to have a good model on your local machine because it takes a lot of GPUs. So Google Gamma 4 module is very good, which can run on your machine. But I've tested it on my laptop. It is not very good for vibe coding because when I was doing vibe coding with it, the response, because I have a limited CPU or GPU, when I was asking him questions to create a code, it's taking a lot of time and sometimes it stop, and that's not a right way to work on that part. So usually, if you just want to chat with him, ask question and answers, it is good. But if you want to write a coding part, right? So this model is not very good for us because it will not be very good for uh, creating codes when you are asking it, and it might give a right answer, a very good code, but the time between the time delay is very high. I can show you right now. We'll just open.
What's the difference between that two models? Like you said, like
See,
31B, right? Or the
yeah,
other one
see,
is-
yeah, gamma 4, this is the model number.
Okay.
That is 31 billion parameter. It is thinking model. That means it is trained on 31 billion parameter. More, uh, more, more data thinking. If you have more, if your data is your model is taken on more data, more accuracy, more good. It is only 26 billion parameter, right? And it is 4BA. This is a second model. This one model. This. So if you want to know about any models, I will go. This is what we have done, but all these things are there. But if you want to learn more about any model, now I will. I've already attached everything in my Excel. Now we'll go. So you understand what is this concept. Now we'll move to this thing. How many people know Hugging Face? Have you heard about Hugging Face? This is the chat GPT. This is the GitHub for AI. So any model which is there in the market, it has to be there in the Hugging Face.
You said that you get API keys.
Hugging Face? Yeah, Hugging Face also provide you.
No, I use Gemini.
Yeah, Gemini, you can go. Okay, how to get API keys from Gemini? You want to know that? Okay, perfect. So you go to Google Studio Studio, right? You log in with your account. I'm already logged in, and get API. From here you can generate API, right?
So his question is how many prompts can you make? Like what is?
I will explain you everything. That is the next part.
I've also created, but I was not able to use anything.
I will explain you everything because this will come into next picture. What is API? How many counts? I've already taken that part consideration. But let's go one by one, step by step. Huh? This is the web place where you get API keys. So I will come into picture. We'll come into picture. We'll jumping one stage to another. First, we'll understand what is LLM models, right? If you understand LLM models, you will be able to understand the next phase also. So where are we? Okay, perfect. Hugging Face. So you must have seen a lot of people every day. A lot of models are coming, right? And this model is going up. This model is going now. This is new. This is free. All this type of buzz is there. So you should know there has to be people are there from centralized place where everyone is getting information. So this is the central place, Hugging Face, and any big companies and small companies, they are creating any even I or people who's working in machine learning, deep learning, AI field, and if he is creating any models, he is going to upload that models here for community purpose. So let's see how it just I will just give you an interference space. We will not go into deep dive into it. So any models which are coming here, all the models are there. Presently there is 2,80,860 models are there, right? So there are different. Now parameter, right? 1 billion parameter. What is this parameter? So we have seen parameter is that how many how how the set of data which has been given to that model to get trained, right? More data, more accurate model, best model. So here also you can squeeze for your interest, way of interest, right? So these are the libraries on which the models is there, right? For us, whenever for people like you and me, because we don't have hard, we are not an organization, even people who have 64 GB of virtual RAM, they also use this UGGF type of models. What is this UGGF? It's nothing but the word which we have recently came to know. It is quantization. The word quantization in technical terms is replaced into do GGUF. So for us, whenever we want to search anything, we will just click GGUF and then you will see all these type of models. So how to know which model is there, right? And let's try to understand. So trending, you know what is most trending models, right? This guy, I personally love this guy, Jack Ron. This guy is creating very good models, right? And uploading that models to general public. And he is always creating this UGGF. Once you go to this website, you will come to know which guy is doing more work. This is also company, and this Onslaught is also, and these both are usually focusing on Chinese model. And based on that also, I love Chinese model because the Chinese models are coming with very problems resolving statements and models like ChatGPT. Till now, the context window of normal, it was 12, 12K, it was very less for ChatGPT and all these models. It was the Chinese model who came with the concept of 1 million context window. Now there is a new model which is 12K, 12 million context window. That means whole library you can give to that particular model in the one chat. You can chat for whole life. It can, and it will not hallucinate. That type of models their Chinese people are creating. So that's the reason these two guys I always follow. Now let's go how it works. So when I go here, I will open it this. So once you go there, it will provide you everything about this particular model, right? This is Quen 3.6. This is model name. Whenever there is Quen 3.6 is the model name. You have to understand. Yeah, this model name. This the unsolved is the person who is taking care, who has uploaded this thing. And 27B. 27B is the number of parameters on which this particular model has been trained. And UGGF is quantized.
So instead of the whole byte,
Yeah.
they use 1 bit for storing a data.
Correct.
So they reduce from, if you take one token, if it's stored in bytes or bytes,
yeah.
that's reduced to 1 bit. So that's what is called as quantization. So within 1 bit, it stores one token.
And that is why the Chinese people are creating very good models because they are taking the technology from their US people are investing a lot of money there, and the Chinese people are doing algorithm in a smart way, and they are making the models very smart. They are training in a very smart way. So maths, all these things require maths, and they are doing the maths calculation very well. So based on that, I think, and if once this model is there, like see, you can see
subject matter expert SME's concept was embedded by DeepSeek.
DeepSeek.
So that's
reasoning.
That was one of the game changers. So
Yeah.
you don't need all the parameters every time. So they created different tracks. You know, this subject matter expert, this one will take care of this. So that was an amazing thing which they have done. And now they have done a new model where they use subject matter expert and a summarization of a subject matter expert on top of it. The latest model from Quen, they just released it yesterday.
Okay.
Everyone is.
So if you want to know which model is going up, down, which is going giving a free API keys and everything, come here. You will get to know what is going on in the market. So I usually once in a week come into this website, check what is going on, and this is where the information you will come to know. So you will always read this information whenever you want to play with the models, right? See, they will explain what this model is, how it is good. It is the comparison chart with the market standard. If you see all these things, we can download and we can upload. So they have compared it. These are the different benchmarks. These are the benchmark used for AI to compare the different models. See, this 5 point here, it is comparing with cloud entropic models, and all the different models of this thing. It is giving the same level of accuracy. So why we are going to pay so much money for Cloud A model? Because if you are taking a subscription of Cloud A model, it is €60, 60 or €70, right? per month.
For basic it is.
Yeah, basic.
21, it costs 21 per month.
Yeah, but when you say 1 month, it, no, no. But when you say 2 months, it's not 1 month is not that. There is also a limitation how many tokens you are using. Context, that is input tokens and output tokens. We'll learn that part. So I will never purchase personally when I want for personal use. I will never go for high-end paid models, but I will go with the Chinese models because they are. I will compare what is best for me in the market. How to compare? We'll learn that also. We'll see. We'll think, and I think this is where the knowledge sharing will come into picture. यार खत्म ही हो गया वाईफाई तो
दूसरा मेरा वाला ऐड कर ले एक और सैमिल कर ले सैमिल का है या रिफ्रेश कर दिया हम लोग हाँ हम कर दिए ये वाला
ये connected. So this is done. Yeah, tell me.
Do you have already like kind of a suggestion, like a free, very good?
Yeah, definitely.
And number two, like how reliable like are these Chinese models?
See, reliability. Reliability is not where I can or anyone can take commit on that part.
For coding, I think Chinese models are very
best. Means I love Chinese models.
It's excellent.
GLM 5, 4.5, the latest GLM 4.5 is best. And I will tell you right now which is good. I've already attached a screenshot here. And I think I suggested Iqbal Bhai when he was trying to purchase, he called me. I told him, no, don't purchase cloud, it's too expensive. And he's very fast. Huh? He trusts me very well. In one call only, he just purchased that call. Okay, I trust you, I'm going to purchase this. And he purchased and he was doing the testing. Because
it's very good.
Now he's, yeah.
So it's only for the technical.
No.
Coding.
Why? See, leave that concept coding. No.
So, as he says, the technical things, Chinese are better. But if you want to really get something related to writing documents and business, ChatGPT is.
Yeah. So you have to understand why you are going to. You have to think. If you want to write a document, why you are going to invest so much money? Take a small model, which is less cheaper, right? If you want to do coding, then you have to take a big model, which is very good in coding. So you have to play in that balance. If you want to do, don't use the word coding. Coding word is gone, according to me. Use the word vibe coding. Vibe coding is there where I will say something to AI and he will write for me. Now, no one is writing the code.
And this is all for personal work, right? I mean, for project, most corporate, they use Copilot.
Yeah, but now they are going to move. If you are learning these things, right? This terminology you will always apply, can also apply in Copilot also. So your work will be done fast, right? Because if you want to use any LLM or any technology, there are tips and tricks and techniques. And that is what we are learning here. So now I am damn sure how many people are using sub-agents in their Copilots. Tell me, you're using, so only 1%. Abhi use karo. So 1, 2, 3.
I'm using in Gemini.
Okay. How many are using MCP?
DevOps MCP.
Yeah.
Confluence MCP.
Correct. So you people are using, the tool is there in your office, but you are not able to use it in that way. It might be that organization is not allowing something like that. Like me, we are evolving right now. We have recently created MCP for Jenkins and everything, but you can use into your day-to-day life as well as your personal life. So it depends how you want to use this. Because now you cannot stick that I will do only office work and I will not think about AI into my day-to-day life. No, that thin line is already gone. Now even for shopping, you will have to use AI. Because now if you want to do a purchase electronic thing, or we have taken an example how the the browser Comet is doing a shopping for us, e-shopping for us. So now AI has entered into all the market, all the areas in us. So let's go back to the model. So this, you will get all the details about the models here, how this LLM model is working and what is this feature. Now, best part is this bytes, hardware compatibility, right? So here you can add your hardware information, right? What is your hardware information here? And based on that, it will give you, and if you will have to add only once, right? And then it will tell you it is available, which model you can install on your local machine. This is the easiest way I can think of. So the lower bits, the higher the bits, the more accurate the result is, right? And the lower bit is the accuracy level is low, but end of the day it will be running on your local machine. So it's to run it, it's also easy. If for example I want to, and it also provide on which models, which are the providers where you can use it, like it is available on uh, mm, different like Olama or LLM Studio. All these models are there, which from where you can download it is also provide all this type of information. And how to download, when you're downloading it, it's also easy. You just have to do this and it will provide you the command. No, this is not, and you can, okay, you can download it from here, but usually I was not using this method. Yeah. So if I want to download it from, because I don't usually directly download it, I usually download it through Olama. So this is the command, right? And here I can use this, which model I have to do. So I just copy this, run on my local machine, and this particular model get installed on my local machine. Now, any question related to this?
Maybe
Because
you can show them a demo how to download a local model, or it's already.
I have already downloaded it, so
you can show what is the advantage.
These models you mostly run directly on the machine, or can you run in virtual machines?
see, it always depend upon how the hardware. If your virtual machine is having a very good GPUs, CPUs, GPUs.
It requires that AMD, VTX.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It will not, for me, it never worked. Even for my local machine, it never worked. So if
NVIDIA, they have launched one device now, which got 128 GB, mix of GPU and CPU. So there most of these local models will be. But that machine is almost 5,000 euros. But completely local. You can use the Quen 3.6 billion parameter model, you can run that. And the speed is good. But it's 5,000 euros. So that's the upfront. But that's a very good machine. It's very small, sleek, no external coolers, or you don't need a big GPU cooling system. And the wattage usage is also less.
Ask if anyone interested. 5,000 euro at one day means 250 months of cloud usage.
Yeah, that's right. So it should be like, okay, 3 or 4 people, they can combine, buy it and use it as one server.
Because
it's only when you really need
5,000 euro to get a 20 or 2 billion parameter where you can use a 2 trillion parameter with 20.
Yeah, it's only for the companies who are very scared of exporting or giving their data to
outside.
Of course, it is sensitive, of course. But
so other than, there's no reason to buy.
Of course.
For learning purpose, for people like us, investing on that hardware so much is not a good idea.
It's only when you have data secrecy and all those kinds of
but still, if you want to learn and if you want your data to be private, you can get GPUs on rent. So you can use that facilities.
When you will start earning from AI, you will definitely
Yeah.
5,000. Exactly. So I use a 20-year subscription to get the 1 million, and then I can buy 5,000.
Maybe it is too much for everyone, like buying a GPU and installing. Maybe we can go to we don't have enough time also.
Yeah. So we are already running out of time, and there are topics that we have to cover. So I've already installed one model. This is the only model which I was able to install on my machine. That is Gamma 4 E2B. This model, as per them, it is the smallest model. How I know it? Because I went to, this is one of the way, right? And I think if I go to Llama,
Yes, GE.
mm, so usually all the models are provided on Llama, right? So I usually when I have to download, when I selected one model, I go to Llama is the site where it gives you models which you can download on your local machine, right? And if it also give you a free API keys. So if you want to download any model on your local machine, you can use Llama or LLM Studio. These are the two favorite tools which usually people use. So Hugging Face से भी आप download कर सकते हैं. Even with the help of Hugging Face, you can download it. But usually people don't use that. Hugging Face is usually for interaction, checking what is going on in the model, and they give you free testing also. So if you go to Hugging Face here,
Also, you need to host it. When
yeah,
you download the model, you have to run
yeah.
it, right?
See in the space, see all these spaces are there. Think about this. Always go to spaces. See now they have all the new things people are creating with the LLMs. They publish here, and once they publish here, lot of things like if you see, you must have seen this feature is this technology is going boom and everything. How people know? Because this type of things are been first published here. See space of this week. They are giving awards. So what does they do? So large language models, and here you can do a testing on this model, right? And you will get the talk ties and high team present for talk ties one through family, the large language models, gentle ladies and letters. So you can just test what this model is, right? And if you love this model, then you can download it your and means not download, play with it. So I went to Olama model and I searched for Gamma 4. So now Gamma 4 has different variant. So I was wanted to select what model it has. This is the E2B which was there. Yeah, E2B, E2B, which is only 7.2 GB, right? So I just selected this. I have to first install and then I run this command, right? And it was downloaded on my local machine. Now, if you want to interact with this, I just want copy this. It is already running. I will just run this. Now, this particular error, the server internal server local model require more system memory. Okay. Now, because a lot of process is going on my local machine, I cannot run this model. So I have to kill a lot of process, but we are in the.
So is the RAM size it's referring to the.
Yeah. So it is telling me that it required internal error. Model required more system memory.
No, it's
right?
more. It's 7.2 gigs of RAM it requires.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, it runs the model in the memory then.
Yeah.
Yes. All the models are loaded in the
Memory.
That's why we need a GPU or a CPU.
My 16 GB RAM is there. So because what will happen, it will first put it into RAM, then from the RAM it will go to CPU, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason. So otherwise this is the best thing. This is the best model which I was able to run on my local machine. But I was not able to do it with wipe coding using it. Means
maybe you can show once the wipe coding.
Yeah.
Many people are wanting to know what it is.
Anything else? If you want to run your another session, maybe white coding will take go for more.
That's the next time we start at 6 sharp.
So anything else was planned for today?
I think we can pause here because the next part was input and output tokens and everything, but we can continue this in next time also. Because here what is the input, how the token works, what is tokenization, this type of concept is there. Once you understand tokenization, then it is where then we can jump into vibe coding. We'll see what are the concept of vibe codings. Because vibe coding is a big concept and we have to do all the things in practical. If you are not doing practically, you will not be able to understand. So
you can put those topics that we will cover in the next session, so people can also do some.
yeah, I will do.
Pre-study about it. Yeah, pre-study, so that they can come prepared.
Yeah.
So that we can go faster.
I'm not an expert. I am recently learning all this technology. I am just sharing my knowledge. Yeah.
So we can have that conversation now. Okay, maybe people also can share what they read about.
Because it's almost 9 now. We have
high level की बताएं तो फिर
We have to go in details.
ठीक है. Okay.
Just to add, like, if you don't want to make the system heavy, you can use the LLM. So whenever you want to use that LLM, you can just start the Docker and you can use it. And you can start
Docker.
Something Wajid
like, I mean, if you don't want to make your system heavy with installing this Llama, I mean, any LLM model, you can use the Docker. So whenever you want to use that one, you can start the Docker and you can use that one and you can shut off the one. So this way also you can make your system not heavy, and whenever you want to use, you can use that.
But Docker will also occupy the.
Yeah, but
during that time, you cannot.
That time only when you use, because like he's installing and he's already occupied his memory. But if you are installing the Docker and whenever you want to use, you can start the Docker and you can use it and then you can shut off. So your system will be not that heavy always. So generally I will try to use like.
So maybe next time we should have a Docker session.
He's the expert on it.
You can do one Docker session.
अरे नहीं वो बहुत ज़्यादा पहले ये निकालेंगे फिर dockerization पे. So
What do you think the IT landscape will be in the next few years in terms of job market? And
no one can say that. Even I cannot even predict for next 6 months. Nothing. No one can predict. No one. Honestly, the things which are going so rapidly, I have learned 3 or 4 months before. I have learned LangChain, LangGraph. I was coding all this stuff, and I think we had a conversation, right? And I've created my agentic AI manually by writing the codes, Python codes, using the frameworks for LangChain, LangGraph. These are the frameworks or open source framework, and I was very happy that I can do a transcript of YouTube video with the help of my AI agent. And next day, this type of models are coming, and all my 6 month efforts are gone into 1 minute. So now you can say I have stopped coding now. Means I don't want to go and write any code. And that day I understood it is not the thing. Only terminology you should understand. What is how to use, what are the things, what are the frameworks. Rest, everything is gone. Any queries till the session which we had? Anyone have any query? No, tell me if there is. Even I want to improve myself. So next time I can. What's the session?
Is there anything we can go and like learn some useful e-learning or some YouTube?
No, Durati nahi. Durati is not a technical guy, so I would never recommend.
Like because so many things. So what?
But so I want everyone, go and learn and install OpenClaw on your machine. I will give you one tip, right? If you want to really learn something, if you do this stuff, you will, first of all, it will motivate you to learn AI, right? Because you are moving one step above white coding, right? You will be one step above white coding, and you will understand all these concept of skills and everything. You will plan. I will give you some tips and tricks. Don't install on your local machine, right? If you have credit card, you will get a free machine on AWS for 180 days, and it is sufficient to install and run OpenClaw. I will just write OpenClaw. Yeah.
Is a virtual machine?
No, OpenClaw is a tool. It's an agent, more than agentic AI tool. It's if you really want to learn something, this is open. This has changed the industry, and it is going to change very rapidly, because now all the SaaS platform, NVIDIA is just go and check us. There is a great interview given by NVIDIA CEO on OpenClaw, because OpenClaw is an open source tool, and if you see, it got in 1 week. It has taken the internet like anything, because it can do anything what you think if you want, or you want to do it. So you just ask him, you do this, and he will do it for you. To install it, or if you want to test it, you can. There are a lot of lot of YouTuber videos available there. You can show how, but everyone will only teach you how to install it, right? To learn it, you have to install it and play with it. So, and next time when we will have a session, we will think of. So,
no cloud version.
But you don't have to install on your local machine. You will get a free machine now. So to get a free machine, just type AWS free tier, right? So if you have AWS free tier, you can create an account, right? It will ask you for a credit card for your validation, and for $0 or ₹0, zero pay, you will be able to use one machine for 180 days. And I will provide you the configuration which need to be taken for this. No. There is one machine which is MX7 version. I will give you MX7, which give you 8 GB of RAM, which is more than sufficient to install OpenClaw. Test it, and I will give you the. I will show you one thing. What you have to do. नहीं, आपके बच्चे को करने लगा. He also have to do these things. आप तो करेंगे ही नहीं. हाँ. So which account I was using?
Install तो कर लिया.
हाँ.
You can also give a use case which they can.
First install it, because
installation they will do it, but some use case.
Go, yeah. Okay. Once you install the OpenClaw, once it is successful on your machine, go and try to browse the internet using that thing, and ask him to connect to any website. Just try to go and connect to Instagram and see where we can get least. For example, we all like to eat chicken, mutton. So go to Instagram, check where we are getting the least in the least expensive halal chicken or mutton, and give me the report and schedule a report. So every Sunday or weekend, it will go to Instagram, or check all the Instagram's IDs of on the internet of Belgium people or the shops who are posting on Instagram, where there is a promo going for chicken and mutton, and within your 12 area of radius, and he will give you an update before you woke up. So it will, all this type of things you can do.
Saturday everyone can bring some chicken.
Yeah. This was something out of the box, or you understood what I was telling?
I can say it without it is Clement's work.
So
Please avoid Clement's.
But only in the system it will say
sorry?
Oracle also has a freebie.
Yeah, but you will never get an account there. I was trying it from last 6 months. What happened? I gave an idea. I was trying and I was not getting the machine. I asked my friend to do it, and he got the access to it. And I was trying for a very long time. It also depends on the region, right? Because I am from
US?
No, he is in India. He got 16 GB unlimited RAM machine for lifelong from Oracle. Yeah, it is unlimited. Yeah,
You cannot use VPN.
sorry.
VPN to keep the region.
No, I have done that also. Nothing. When I was tired, then I asked him, "Can you try?" In one go, he was able to create. Now he's hosting his NA10 concept there. He is hosting his.
You can access that machine from here.
Yeah, I can access. No. When you are creating an account, you have to create an account on free account.
Create it and then.
If he creates a card, you can use it.
Yeah, we can use it. But he created, so he has some projects like NA10 zero coding projects he wants to do. So he hosted there. And he gave me his one machine, which was for temporary use for me, which was, he created a VPN access for me from his office, which was because my project access was for a strong period of time. So he gave me one VPN access machine for doing my task. So this is how it works. So when you are selecting the virtual machine in free tier of AWS, there is MX7, the machine type, and it will is 8 GB. I will share the screenshot of it in the WhatsApp group. It will be best for you, so that you people can remember and create it. You will face some issues. You can use Google, YouTube videos, how to connect it. So based on that, but it will give you this very good idea where we are moving ahead in here. Okay. Thanks a lot, people, for joining and bearing me.